Hey guys, I'm back again with another fan comparison. This time it'll be between two Lakewood 225s. One happens to be older than the other, and even though these look the same, they're actually different. So let's get into it. Over here on the left, this is the 2001 Lakewood 225. And over here is the 2002 Lakewood 225. As you can see, both the same badge, same style grill, same blades, obviously, from that time. Up here is where it gets a little interesting. It says attached and closed feet to bottom of fan. It has that little instruction on there, and it doesn't have the instructions labeled on the handle. And as you can see, the thermostat knob doesn't click. Doesn't have that little clicking sound as the later ones around that time had it. It's just a regular old thermostat switch. And the knob is a little heavier. It's built a little. The switch is built a little sturdier. So as we go over here, there's nothing on the top of the fan like over here. As you can see, same knob, same handle, but with this one, it has that little clicking sound when the thermostat comes on. And the knob, I believe the switch was made a little cheaper. So it just has that little just click sound like. So, and the numbers are close together than they are over here. And it has the instructions enclosed onto the handle. And that handle is a little more up to par rather than this one. So we turn these fans around on the side. This is where things start to get halfway interesting. Both have the same holes for a stand. Unlikely the one on the left, the 2001 Lakewood, has far seen better days. And this is where the interesting part is. Oops. They both have the same different, excuse me, they both have the different style grill on the back. Well, everything's different on the back. So let's start over here. This Lakewood has the Raider motor, full size Raider motor, as you can see. And it says it's labeled as Lakewood. The label is labeled as top, as the motor shell, the motor casing is labeled as top. So, and I like how they have the they try to abbreviate the not abbreviate, but like make their own style Lakewood Lakewood emblem. It's kind of cool. But, oh, and obviously the different rear thing. I forgot what it's called, but it has less holes towards the motor, so the motor can actually breathe a little more. So over here, it has the tuna can motor. But this motor from the 2000s is actually, the early 2000s is actually powerful. Excuse that noise. That's the water heater. Yeah, it has the boombox cord. I'm not gonna take it out because it was a little frantic, so I'm not gonna mess with it. But yeah, you can see inside the hub a little. Barely see the tuna can motor, but different grill, as I said before, with barely any holes for the motor to breathe. But it does its job. So, and up here, the speed, the thermostat, and the knob cabinet or thing, whatever you want to call it, is different from this one. The thermostat has the cage around it, but the switch doesn't. So, as you can see, and both cords are different. It has the black line down the cord, and this one just doesn't have anything. So, I did use these fans a lot this year. Just got finished using this one. I'm about to put this one back in its box, but as you can see, this one they both have the same sticker, but this one's in rougher shape than this one. This fan, this 225 right here, was never used in the window, so that's why it still looks new. Thank goodness. But as you can see, it's rust inside. Like I said, this fan was a junk trash find, so. And they both need to be cleaned, especially this one. I haven't cleaned it. I never let my fans get this dirty. Never ever. But enough bickering. I'm about to start these two. I'll start this one on low first. And yeah, we all have that problem when we get a fan with a full-size motor and you don't use it for a long period amount of time. Especially in the cold, it slows down. It's not seized, but you know, the oil has been sitting for a while, so it's gonna take some time to heat up so it can flow through the bearings faster. So this is actually low. I had a 223 back in 2015. I haven't used it a lot, but around the winter time, it will be this low. So I definitely expected this, especially since I haven't used this fan for quite a few months. So it's kind of funny to see it going like this, but that's the life. That's what comes with a full-size motor. Now I'm going to try to pick it up to medium. Hopefully it'll get some speed. Let's see, medium. Kind of. It's making a grinding sound, which means it's probably trying to pick up speed, but it can't because the bearings are still bearings are cold still, so it's gonna take a while. But we all know what happens when it hits fan hits high, so these motors were really prone to this. Like these motors did not do well in the winter time. But it's getting up there, though. I can hear it. But I'm not going to wait for it to get up there. So here is high. Maybe the only one, but I kind of like this humming sound. But this goes on this fan it goes away as if I have it on for a long period amount of time. And so I believe it's only making its humming sound right now because, like I said, the motor hasn't been started in like a few months. It's been cold. It's been pretty cold, but it goes away after the motor is warming up. So try it again. It's kind of work, but it's still slow. High always does the job. I don't know why it does though, but gotta be grateful. Here as well. Low was somewhat a little faster, but low was still pretty super low. So now you can hear the humming sound. That's because the fan's trying to warm itself up. But like I said, this motor hum on this motor goes away for a while, and it kind of goes away after I keep running it. But I think this is the only fan that does that. No, I have the wind mirror. The wind mirror does that too. So that's what I said. Some does it, but my home's the HABF 20 with the Lakewood blades. It just stays humming. It just hums constantly. So I'm not sure what that's about, but I kind of like the humming sound. So I'm not really too fond about it. But go with the thermostat. And this thermostat's weird because I'm trying to push down onto it. It still sticks out. But this one's nearly in there. It's weird. But like I said, thermostats do work. I can smell the motor too. And yeah, this blade is out of balance, unfortunately, but it doesn't shake, which is weird. But onto this fan now. The newer, well, not newer, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, guys. But it's the 02225. We'll start this one on low. These little motors definitely have some power. Quite frankly, sometimes more power than the full-size motor. And these motors never really seize. So, well, from my point of view, I haven't really ran into a couple of these fans that has the tuner motor and they're seized up. Obviously, I found some that were dead, but to the point where they were still running, but just needed to be lubed. That's a rarity for me. But here's medium. And unlike these deluxe Lakewood fans, compared to the Lasco premium fans, like the 37 and 23, and also including the 37, 33, and 43 from the early 2000s. This one has a sound that I hate the most. It sounds like helicopter. It sounds like a helicopter sound to it. It does that from time to time. It's like the wind is restricted. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know. Sometimes these fans have like a sound where it's like a bee's like flying right across your ear. I don't know. I've always heard it from my rain guards, and now I'm just hearing it from this. And it's always on medium too. You can hear this sound a lot. But like I said, I don't have no complaints with this fan, but other than that, but it's a very powerful fan, especially from it being like 20 years ago. Next year, this fan will be 20 years old. It's crazy. These fans are becoming vintage now. We never would have thought of it too, but it is what it is. Finally, there's high. Very powerful on high. Decent amount of air. Now I'm going to turn both of these on. They both run the same on high, if you guys can't tell. It's quite impressive. It's medium, and everything changes. The Raider motor is starting to, it seems like it's starting to kick up now, so I said, these full-size motors were weird. Both kicking out a lot of air, too. As well. And you hear that one click, so that was weird. But yeah, as you can see, the 225 on the left runs far slower than the 225 on the right. This video is technically a different but the same video. So, sorry, these are the same fans. Like I said, the one on the left is from 01 and the one on the right is an 02 model. So, it comes with a lot of unique features from both ends. So, thought this would be a good video to make. I'll put the 225 on the right back in this box, but I probably won't use it for some months. So just thought I'd make this video. And there you go. What's funny too is the Lakewood on the left, like I said, still spins freely, and the one on the right it almost lost. I'm not gonna lie about that, but it's weird. You would think that these motors on the left, the Raider motors, would be you thought that they would be stiff as soon as you run them, and you think that they may need to be lubricated, but nope. I lubricated this fan as soon as I got it, and it's been spinning freely. It's cold. It's getting cold out, and full size motors don't know how to act in the winter. So yeah, but in conclusion as well, these are pretty good fans, despite their quality going down the drain after like 2004. After 2004, these fans just lost their touch. And it's crazy because I had two rain guards from 2004, and the rain guards are far more powerful than these two. But it's crazy. It's crazy how from a time that we grew up and we would see these fans, and now here we are 20 years later. These fans don't even exist anymore, especially the one on the left that has the Raider motor, the oddball one. And I need to know the story on that too. It's like they decided to use Lakewood motors around the late 90s, and then around like 99 to 2001 or 2-ish, they went back to the full-size motors. I guess it was like a shortage of motors, or Lakewood might have had extra money lying around, and they decided that you wanted to put some Raider motors into their box fans, some window fans too. But yeah, it's crazy. But whatever, if you see these fans on Marketplace, well, Facebook Marketplace, which is a good place where they sell fans. That's where I got like 80% of my fans from. It was a Facebook Marketplace. If you see them on there, Salvation Army, any kind of flea markets on the street, just try to hold on, try to get it. Just try to get these fans. And if it has a dead motor, just keep it around. You may find another motor from another Lakewood or Alaska or whatever. Just keep this fan at all. Keep these fans at all costs, because we'll never get anything like these fans from the early 2000s and under, like from to the 90s back to the like 80s and stuff, because the quality that they're making right now is just horrible. Fans that have cheaper like thermal fuses, like I've seen a ton of Comfort Zone box fans just lying in the trash, and on my street as well. Just every once in a blue moon, I would see like two of them in the trash, and they look like they were new. And it's sad, because you would have thought that these companies out here would know that their product is going downhill. It's just like they don't care anymore. So at least Lakewood cared about what they made, like back in the early 2000s. I could say late 2000s too, because they made the P25. But yeah, that was quite it. Everything else is just history. So, but enough of my ranting. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for another box fan comparison. Thank you. Peace out.